test this out. Alright, so third video. I completed the UI, but of course I have to make the different sections of it. I got the thumbs up, alright, from Bloop. Okay, so amazing. I'll put that like right there. Okay. Now the UI came out quite well, if you ask me. It was not the worst UI I've ever made. And to be honest, I think it's pretty unique. Next video, a little bit of spoilers. It's gonna be a health bar. See this health bar right here? It's gonna get updated. Same with, I believe, this one as well. Depends, but this one might get updated. But 100%ly, this health bar will be updated. But stay tuned for that. All right, and we're doing really good, bro. Okay, both of these videos got over 50 views. Okay, which is crazy. Okay, like Jesus, I did not know it was gonna happen. By the way, thank you for support from this one guy. Okay, both his comments right here. Thank you for that. Okay, little shout out to you. But yeah, let's just jump into the video with the UI part. Of course, I'll be talking what I did. It's gonna be more relaxed video. By the way, in the comments, give me some music ideas because I have zero. I'm like using the exact same music track that I recorded. But any type of music or background audio you want to have in my videos, just comment them down below. Is that how you say it? Comment? Yeah, I said it right. Okay. But anyways, let's get into the UI and peace out. Alright, we're on the UI part. I have to be a little more quiet because it's like 12:46. Here, I went for the base, which of course came out quite well. I wanted to experiment with different colors and radicals, of course, which I found out that I suck at it. Now, if I'm correct, there's a way to make glows, which makes it look better. I just completely forgot how to. But yeah, I just went for more of a basic look, which it came out quite well, if you ask me. Here I'm going for a glow look, which I didn't really get it at the top because it just didn't look right to me. But I got it at the bottom and the top. Here I'm adjusting the image to fit how I liked it. I decided to edit the other images as well to get where it looked pretty decent. Which of course I might change the Gojo one, but for the most part it looks pretty nice. Here I wanted to do custom corners, so I did subtracts and all that amazing stuff, which it came out quite well in my opinion. And I did that for the exact other image as well. For this stroke, I wanted to go for a dark and lighter tone, which I didn't really get the lightness I wanted, so I just messed around, which I got it with my second stroke, of course. No, not like it'll matter in the first place, but whatever. I decided to edit the Trios logo, and it came out quite well. I wanted to go for a fade out, kind of like my other UI, which I made, which of course it came out quite well in my opinion. So there's the UI, of course. I wanted to have multiple things, and then for what I'm doing right now, as you can see, I wanted to make it look a little more realistic, so I went for more of a 3D feeling, which of course you won't be able to see in game because we're in VR and all that. But having these tiny details helped the UI. Changed the background because I didn't like the color scheme of it, which of course I got a little bit more inspiration from the other one because I was like, how the heck. And then I went for my glow, and then I wanted to go for glow inside, so I used triangles, which kind of helped how it looked. So I went for that, my trios, and then of course I wanted to have like a little bottom part, which I added a nice gray, and then enhanced the size. Here I worked on the Gojo part, which was just me using a pre-made one I already worked on, and it wasn't really that long. And then of course I went to my duels, which, by the way, all emojis were made by me besides the Gojo one because I had to use an AI for that one for the little player thing and all that, which it came out quite well in my opinion. Here I wanted to work on the queuing UI, which I worked on that. I already used the one from I already made, and I had so many ideas I wanted to use, so I wanted to get them like out my head before I lost them all, which I did that. I just had like every single piece. And then I selected both of them to change the stroke color, which of course I had to change it afterwards. But you know, there's the queuing and then leaf queue, of course, which I wanted them to have their own type of color, which I got, of course, because I'm like that. And then everything else is just more of a gray. And then here I'm working on FFA, which I wanted a nice glow feeling on it, which I got, of course. And then I had to do my research. Yeah, so much research. And then I got what I wanted, and yeah, I finished that up. And then I'll let the rest play out. This was, by the way, this is all reference, okay? I don't know if this will be added to the game or not. It's just reference, so don't take this personally, okay? All these backgrounds I did get from AI, of course, but you know, they kind of cooked up. This was just the background, everything else was made by me, which I already went through it in the introduction video. Backgrounds, they suck at, so yeah. You made it to the end of the video. Good job, bro. We don't have any clap of sound, you know, whatever. You made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course. We're trying to get to about 50 subscribers, okay, by the end of the month. And if we can get there, I'll do a beginner's tutorial on UI. You know. And if we get to 100, I won't be one bloop, but beat the mess out of them. You know, trust. But yeah, see you later.